Alright, we should be live, it looks like. Hello there, everybody. I said I would make another progress video on how far I am in this new game I'm working on. I said I would do it Thursday morning, and it is Thursday morning. So we're gonna be starting here with my game right here. Let me see, publish this. Actually, yeah. And we're gonna go into studio here and press play. And I'll show you what I've got. So I didn't change anything with this menu at all. But if you haven't seen this before, we got races here you could pick. It's like a character selection menu. It's just a very, bare bones at the moment. I don't have any pictures or images or anything. There's only 3 characters you can play as. Gotta spawn in. Alright, so I have another gun made. It's just a revolver. Hold on, let me do this so you can see it easier. So you can see your character's kind of holding it like that. Yeah, I made it so when you aim, your character will actually like line their shoulders up with their weapon. So if we aim with the right, our character turns to the left. And if we aim with our left, our character turns to the right. Let me see. Q. And then I also added a new shotgun primary weapon as well. It's very fun to use. And the more exciting thing that I added was the directional shield. So if you have a weapon equipped in one hand, if you left click, so I don't have a gun in my left hand, so if I hold left click, it spawns in a shield. And the shield actually is made up of probably like 8 different parts. And each of those parts has the same health as twice the amount of mana you have. And you can actually take cover behind this to protect yourself from bullets. Let's see here. Oh yeah, I also added a new enemy as well. It's like a skeleton wizard. Yeah, let's go over here. Let's kill these guys. Alright, so what he's gonna do is he can actually spawn in enemies, and he shoots exploding projectiles that can launch you. Let me see here. Yeah, the explosions are really cool. How they launch you and stuff. Yeah, I think that he's very difficult if you don't kill all of his skeletons. Because what happens is you get ragdolled, and then his skeletons beat you up while you're on the ground, essentially. But I can actually use my shield to somewhat block his projectiles though as well. See, I took way less damage from that direct impact. And you could see most of it actually hit my shield. Let me kill this guy now. Don't need him anymore. There you go. He's dead now. Well, yeah, I added that. Kind of has like a little rope thing that goes underground. So like it makes it look alright, I guess, when he's standing upright. And I also reskinned the robot dogs, so now they're actually skeleton dogs. Yeah, they're alright. I might change them up. because they are pretty they're pretty deadly, just because of the fact they do so much damage and they're really fast. And they can just kind of run up on you, and it's really hard to hit them with your gun when they do that. I was honestly about to start making the melee weapon system, but then I was like, oh wait, I said I was gonna stream this morning. So then this is the first model that I was gonna use as like a sword. It's just a saber mesh. There's nothing really special about it. But I was planning on linking it up to how the guns work. So I was thinking that if you have a sword in your hand, your character just kind of holds it like how you hold these guns. And if you hold right click, I wanted to make it so you actually hold the sword outwards in front of you, kinda. But like with your shoulders turned still, so you're in kind of like a fencing stance almost. And I wanted to make it so if you press F, it would make your arm move a certain way, so it looks like you're actually swinging the sword around. That's what I wanted to try and do with this. Something like that, though. I was planning on it. Let's see here. Let me see, what else was I going to show you guys. I also put little bars on the dodges thing as well, so you could actually like see how many dodges you have exactly. Because I figured some people might want that. Let's see. But yeah, with the directional shields though, it uses like 20 mana to like make the shield in the first place, and then it slowly drains your energy as you're using it. But I made it this way so that faster weapons you can use the shield against, because if you're getting shot by a gun that can shoot several times very quickly, you're going to use up all your dodges, and then you'll still die. Like, I plan on adding guns that literally shoot laser beams, like a prolonged laser, and dodging it wouldn't work because it's still going to hit you anyways, and you just run out of dodges. So that's why I made the shield. Because now what you can do is you can go behind your shield and physically push. And that should stop the lasers being unbalanced problem. But guns, though, that have really high amounts of damage, like this pistol here, would be able to go through the shield if they're shot in the same spot like 2 or 3 times. So that's why dodging comes in handy, because weapons like this, you can only shoot just a few times. Plus, it has a longer charge up as well, so you actually have enough reaction time to dodge it. So, I winged him. See if I can finish that guy off over there. But yeah, then I also made it so primary weapons, you actually hold it with like 2 hands as well. So if I go here, I'm holding the shotgun this way. Like, this is completely like dynamic and stuff. Like with these kinematics, I don't have to actually make animations. It's just the character moves just however it needs to when it wants to point in a certain direction. And I can actually do like really interesting grips using this as well. So if I add like there's actually an attachment here inside of the gun model. Let's see here. So the left grip is actually right there. And I can actually move it anywhere, and the arm would actually go for it. So I can make any kinds of weapons I want. And I can make the character hold it however I want them to. It's very it's very fluid, and it allows for a lot of freedom without me having to make everything individually. Because the worst thing about developing for me is animations. I hate animations because Roblox's folder or system, how it keeps animations for you, it's terrible. Because you just keep making animations and then you lose track of them. Because there's just so many you have to look through. Like, if I go into my create area, let's see here, creations, development items, animations, like there's literally so many in here, and you can just freaking lose track of them because there's so many in here. And then like if you want to reuse an animation, you have to make a new animation, or you just kind of forget which one you're actually reusing, and then when you try to make new assets, it just sucks. So that's why I hate making animations. That's just one of the things there. Let's see. But yeah, here, I'll actually start working on this on stream, and then you can kind of see what I go through, or not what I go through. It makes it sound horrible. See what I see what my process is for making something like this, and you can actually see some of the back end of this game and how it works. Let's see. Dun, 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 dun. Kind of. So I need to make the sword do. Hold on a minute. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm actually gonna go in here. Yeah, I have such an interesting way of doing things here. So we're gonna do this. Get over there. And then we're gonna downscale this so it fits row scale. Let me see here. It's kind of a big sword, but I mean it's cool if it's big though. Let's see, that should work-ish. It's a very large mesh to begin with, so I gotta scale it correctly. I mean, that works. That works. I think that's a good size. Here, let's put it inside of the gun now, because I'm going to use the base for this tool to make the swords. Let me see here. Where's the handle at? Okay, so that's in the middle of the handle is right where the trigger is. So we're going to put her in there. Let's see. There we go. Move it up a little bit more. Okay. We do cut, paste into it, location. There we go. And then we're gonna leave collide on because I want to try something with this to see if I can make like a physical like sword fighting thing. It's an idea that I have and I really want to try it. Emitter. Here, let's start deleting stuff that we do not need. We don't need these, don't need those, don't even need the emitter itself. It's just a melee weapon. Let's see. Bullet drop. No. Yes, we keep that. Don't need this. Don't need this. Let's see, player damage. Don't need that either. Let's actually rename this to damage so that nothing tries messing with it. Don't need any of these sound effects. Let's see. Ooh. We'll use the hit markers though, because I want to be able to make it so that the player can actually see that they're taking damage. We don't need shake camera. That's recoil. Main, we keep that. Shift lock, slot number, shoot toggle. We'll keep that because that's how we actually trigger if the sword is being activated or not. Let's see. We could delete this. You see accuracy, delete that. We don't need this. Times the shoot 0. We don't need that. Keep this part because that makes it so it goes left-handed. Let me see. Function fire. Let me see. We don't need the while. Let me see. Shoot toggle equals true. We don't need this. There we go. Go volume charge sound. Don't need that. Don't need this. Don't need this. Let me see. Don't need this. Emitter flash times number. Yeah, a lot of this is just me freaking deleting all these things because this is mostly for the guns. And I don't need this for like a sword because it just doesn't have that functionality. It doesn't shoot anything. Let's see here. Count times to shoot 0. Let me see. Clone velocity. Don't need any of these actually. Because this is all for bullet. Yes, don't need any of these. Don't need that. Yeah. Don't need this. I literally don't need like any of these. Okay. There we go. So now I just need to code how the sword is gonna work. Let me see, do this, do that, and then let's see, scoop function fire. Let's see here. How should I make the sword do damage? That is the question. Oh, my dog's barking outside. Okay, so I have an idea in mind. I have a couple ideas actually. So the first idea is I can fire a raycast at where the mouse cursor is, and then I'll just make it have a short range, and I'll have it play like a melee animation at the same time. There's that. Or, what the heck? Freaking dogs. There's a dog running around in the road. Go away, you dang dog. The heck? Get your dang dog under control. Okay. Yeah, I'm just looking out my window right now. This dang dog running around outside. Okay. And, yeah, so it's either I could do raycast or I could do actually on touch, but on touch is kind of weird though. So I might actually go with raycast because I already have the system made to use mostly raycast for like attacking. So what I'm gonna do is, do I have mouse anywhere? Actually, hold on. Because I do have a reference to mouse. I believe it's on, let's see, humanoid part. Arm target, where is this? Okay, so that's that. Yeah, I could actually use this. Yes, I could use this. Because I believe that arm target is moved on server side. Yes, okay, so we could use that. Okay. Character. Okay. HP equals mouse plus oh my goodness, equals care that humanoid group part dot arm target. I believe I named it. Arm target. Yeah, arm target. Yep, that's what I named it. That position. Okay. So then what I do, local ray equals game.workspace raycast. Let me see. Script.parent.position. No, not handle that position. Do I have handle reference here? No, I don't have handle as a reference. That's freaking weird. Okay. Position, and then the direction is believe it's subtracting, so parent position minus mouse pause, I think so. Hold on. If ray, then local part equals instance dot no part dot position part dot parent equals, this is just like a visualizer. Okay, part equals ray dot position. Okay. So this should let me know if it is triggered. Actually, oh crap, I forgot to put it inside of the freaking backpack. So let me see here. Saber. Okay. Let's put this in, let's see. One, we could replace the sawed off. Bye-bye. Because I already have, yeah, I have a copy of it in the other one, so that's fine. Okay. Whoa. Arm target is not a valid member of, hold on, is the name wrong? Bet you the name's wrong. Yeah, it's arm target with a capital A. Alright. Try this again. Weight image modified. Raise perks also screws with that. Oh. Okay. Okay, so it's clearly not correct. It's not how you do it. Let's try it this way. So I think maybe I gotta flip-flop it. Let's try that. Okay, this. Okay, so it looks like it's pointing in the right direction, maybe. So now if I do this, I think I can just straight up multiply it. I'm not sure. I think so. Oh, you know what's probably happening? It's probably hitting the inside of my freaking character's hand. Hold on. I need to make raycast params. Params dot filter to sign its instances equals here. I think. Yeah, that should be it. Okay. Oh wait, no, I forgot to. Nah. That's why it takes so long to make stuff on Roblox, because you got to do this all the time. But coding, it takes a while. Solving problems. Let me see. Huh? That's odd. Where's the raycast going? Oh. Freaking weird. Hold on, let me look at... Hold on. I know I have a freaking, whatchamacallit. Trying to think of the freaking word for it. I don't know. But anyways, so what I'm going to do is... Server storage. Yeah, there it is. Storage captain. Does it have line of sight still in there? Line of sight. No, it's not in there anymore. Yeah, position. Position. It's the start. Hold on. Maybe I gotta do it like this, put in parentheses possibly. I can't remember how to do this. It's always trying to figure it out every single time. Freaking math. Huh. Interesting. Hold on, let me... Yeah, this is silly, ain't it? Here we go. Let's try this now. Put on the old print screen. Let's see. Huh. That's interesting. Oh. Yeah, it doesn't look right to me. Looks like it's all going in that direction. Alright, let's see here. Trying to remember how to freaking get it to go in the right direction. It's always tricky because I usually use like a velocity thing and then it just makes it really easy. Let me see here. We don't want that, then I guess that's not helping. Let's see. Okay, so mouse position. Direction. How do I get direction using two vectors? Okay, blah blah blah. You need to find the direction. Subtract the coordinates of the initial point from coordinates of the final point. What the heck? Maybe I'm not supposed to multiply it? I don't know. No, it's still doing that dumb thing where it points that way. Yeah, that's not what I want. Let me see. Subtract. Let me see. Subtract the coordinates, the initial point, from the coordinates, the final point. So we got the final point and the starting point. Oh, it's because it's an attachment. It's world position, not position. Oh my goodness. That makes so much more sense. That's why it's always pointing that way. Okay, so we should be able to... Yep, there we go. That's more like it. Okay. So now what I gotta do is I gotta make it so it's distance based. The parent handle out position. Wait, hold on. I know of another thing that I can actually use for this that is distance based. Let's do players. So I think I have this in here still that I can use. Let's see. No. Yeah, this thing here. This doesn't go to where your mouse cursor actually is, in fact. Maybe I could use something like this for melee weapons, possibly. Maybe either that or I could just divide the distance, divided by distance, which should keep it right. Hold on. Put a magnitude on there. Let's see, divided by distance. There we go. Okay, so now it doesn't have that infinite range anymore. But if I get really close, it doesn't need that range anymore. So that works. Okay. So now what I gotta do is I gotta make it so it goes just far enough. So let's do multiplied by 10. No, wait, no, not. Yeah, because if I don't put that in parentheses, it'll divide it by an even higher number. Let's try that. Let's see here. Whoa. Okay, there we go. Now the raycast has a maximum range. Let's see, about that far. Which I believe that would work for the melee weapon's length. Kind of. I mean, I could probably shorten it just a little bit, but other than that, it looks decent. Let me see. Actually, we'll do configuration, add another value to it. Go to it. Let me see. Pair damage. See, I don't want int value, I want number value. Melee range. And we'll make this 8. Yep. Configuration.melee range.value. There we go. Let me see. We'll make the actual damage higher. But I want melee weapons to be really freaking powerful. Let's see. So we got that. Okay, so we don't need this anymore. So if array.instance find first ancestor of class model, then there we go. Else if actually if model, hold on, I gotta make it so it differentiates between a player and a skeleton. So if model find first child humanoid, then let me see, local humanoid equals, yeah, we'll use that. That'll be the thing we do damage to. Okay, so this will be, oh, there you go. I'm just gonna comment in there, attacking players. Okay, if, okay, so then if, no, actually, hold on, it should actually be, else if array.instance find first child health, then, okay, health equals array.instance.health, okay. Attacking skeletons, just label that early on, keep it simple. Okay. Health dot value minus equals script dot parent dot configuration dot damage dot value. There we go. That's already done. And then let's see, model dot humanoid dot health minus equals configuration. No, not change dot configuration dot damage dot value. Okay, and then I also need to do the hit marker event. So let's go to the touch bullet. It's a very long script just for the freaking bullet. Okay, so player equals get player from player, script value, get instance normal. Oh, I also have to do this because this is for headshots and stuff. So yeah, definitely gonna add headshotting with melee weapons too, because that's fun. Let's see. Okay, so if I do this, I think that should grab most of what I need. Okay, so rate at position minus model that head that position. Model that humanoid dot health minus equals that configuration that damage that value times 2. Let me highlight you. There you go. Then boom, boom, boom. Okay. So I believe that this is functional somewhat. Let's try this out. Because I should be able to just hold the sword out and press F and deal damage. Let's try this. It looks like I'm in fact hurting the dummy. Owner is not a valid member of 2. Oh, hold on. I gotta fix that. Let me see. What is owner? Get player from character. Okay, owner is just the character, so we'll put that in there. Let me see. Then it should have the hit marker now. In theory. No. Owners. Okay, what freaking line is that on? Wait. Player damage modified is not a valid member of... Wait, what? Hold on a second. Bool equals true. Bool equals true, then bool equals false. Bool equals false, blah, blah. Script that parent, that gun dot value. That's silly. Okay, hold on. Let's find that hit marker event. No, script that parent. Yeah. Script that parent dot hit marker event fire. So I think the problem is that it couldn't find that because I was linking it to the wrong thing. Let's just put a dummy right in front of this, so I don't have to run over there. Let me see. So we got this. It's still not freaking working. Owner is not a valid member of tool. Oh my goodness. Okay, where is owner in here? You gotta be kidding me. Okay. Dude, just silly stuff like this makes development take forever. Okay, here we go. There we go. Okay, now we're dealing crits to that player model there. And yes, it has a maximum range. Very good. And it is also very spammy as well. Holy cow, I could just hold the button down and it does so much damage. Alright. That's what I like to see. See, I want to have like really cool PvP in this game where you can have like a sword in one hand and a freaking gun in the other. Bang, 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 you know, that sort of thing. Something really cool like that. Well, let me see if this actually like makes my arm move around. Okay, no it doesn't. Then I can't actually do swords the way I want it to. But this works still. This works very good still. I like this. Makes it feel very alive. Okay. Excuse me. Okay. So now what I need to do is make it so the arm actually moves when I press F. That's what I need to do. So, let's see, is there anything in the stream? No comments. Play Wizard West. No, I'm not gonna do freaking streams on Wizard West because there's no point. The game is literally, with a developer like him, you're not gonna have freaking any updates. You won't. Like, you could call the 4th of July update an update, but really it's not though. It's a limited item that gets removed from the game. There is no new content. And I don't play games that don't get new content. Because I've done that before. And it was a waste of time. Because why would you grind a game? Why would you spend so much time playing a game when all you're going to get out of it is no one else playing with you when you have everything unlocked? There's no freaking point. It's only a matter of time until Wizard West freaking goes kaput because he thinks he doesn't have to update that game at all. So no, I'm not, like, the only time I'm ever gonna do videos on Wizard West is if I notice that it's updated. That's the whole reason why I made that whatchamacallit, that freaking video during the egg event. And the one for the 4th of July event. That's the only reason why I've done that. Yeah, this isn't. No, it's not doing what I need it to do. Oh, it's because I'm messing with right arm. Duh. No wonder it's not doing anything. Yeah, we're on left arm. So I have it on look at. Let's see what this does. Here, let's do... Oh my goodness. I can't press escape anymore. Oh, there we go. Alright. I have 2 ideas. One of them is I actually make the arms move, which is more difficult because I might have to rework some stuff. And another idea I have is just rotate the grip of the sword. Which I might actually do that part because that seems a lot easier. So first I gotta make a tween. So local tween equals tween service am dot tween service. Oh my goodness, where is it? Create. And I believe I have to do script dot parent. So it's the instance, and then let's do tween info of 1, and then goal. Local goal equals blah. Goal dot. Okay, so now we gotta go here and explore goal dot grip dot orientation. No, yeah, grip dot orientation equals, I think this is just vector values. It looks like it is 0, 0, 0, 90. Okay, I think it uses 90, or maybe it uses 1 actually, but I'll just go with 90 though, just to see if it moves in that direction. Okay, so then goal, let me see, tween, play, and then if I do the same thing at the end of it, let me see, number value, swing duration, yes, okay, swing duration. Okay, we'll make it like 1 second. Wait, script parent configuration, swing duration. Okay. And then we set it back to 0. Let's see if this works here. Saver that main temp index now with orientation. What? Oh no. No, what here? The grip dot orientation. Hold on, script the parent. The grip. Oh, it uses C frame. No, that's that grip. The parent, that grip, yeah, rotation. Okay, equals. Oh. Rotation equals C-frame dot angles. Math.rad 90. And then there we go. Okay. I think this works because let's see here. It's just the grip rotating, doesn't look like it. Index no with freaking rotation. Oh my goodness. Okay, hold on. Let's just do this first so I can know which axis I have to rotate the sword on. Let me see here. Okay, so 90 actually goes that way. Okay, so we got to do 90 on the x-axis. Okay, so that's good to know. That's good to know. Let me see. Grip. Okay, I guess we just got to do C-frame equals C-frame dot nil 000 times C-frame dot angles blah blah blah. Okay. Okay, please tell me this works. Unable to cast double to tween info. Ooh. Okay, let's check this here. What grip equals C-frame dot new times C-frame dot angles. What? Script up parent dot grip. Oh my goodness. I just want to freaking set this. Is it read only? Stores the tool's grip as one C-frame. Show code example. It's not what I freaking wanted. Come on. Equals C-frame dot angles. Does that work? C-frame is, thank you. That's all I wanted to know, if it was read only. That's all I wanted to know. Okay, so you can't set that. That grip up? What even is this? Can I not grip forward? Equals what? 9? I don't freaking know. Come on, spawn me in already. Oh my goodness. Grip forward, vector 3, expect a got number. Okay, so now you want a vector 3. I love how it doesn't even like tell you like what this freaking is. It's like you just have to keep screwing with it to even figure out how it works. I bet you it uses 1 to do like a 90-degree turn. Oh, look at that. It did something. I think it turned the whole sword sideways in my hand. Yeah, it looks like it. So let's change all of these and see what each one does. Come on. Okay, so then it rotates it that way. And then if I lastly do this, does it finally turn it forwards? No, it turns the whole thing backwards. What the heck? Okay, so not grip forward, grip up, grip right. Oh my goodness. Try grip up now. Just set all these to 1 and see if it rotates it in the right direction, for one of them at least. Okay. So it looks like it actually did do it. Let's see how this is rotated. I mean, yeah, that somewhat works. Here, let me see if I can edit the freaking number in here. So they should be 1s. Okay, no, I guess not. I guess I can't edit it, but that's definitely better, though. So let's put that inside of the tween. So grip up equals that should do that, this should do this. Let me see here. Alright, can the tween info not do this? No. Do I have to look at one of my other things to see how freaking tween info works? It's dumb. Do I have... Am I doing this wrong? Oh no, I hate this. I hate this so much. It like gets goofy, and then there's like no way to figure out the answer. Let me F1. Freaking go on the developer thing here. Oh my goodness. Tween. Transparency. Tween. Oh no. Transparency equals 1. Okay, let's just freaking put it in here then. Grip up equals this. Just freaking throw it in there. Transparency. No, it's just transparency. So just grip up equals that. Man. Okay. What? You're freaking joking. Line 55. Unable to cast double to tween info. Do you not like this? Cool. Tween info. On local. Hold on, maybe I'm doing this one wrong. Local info equals tween info dot new. Info dot equals 1 tween info. Okay. Time member. Oh my. Can this just. You're freaking kidding me. Oh my goodness. There we go. There we go. Holy cow. So stupid. Okay. So now I should have. Let me see here. This should be the swing duration for the sword. Okay. First argument expects a number for time. This is a number. Oh my goodness, it's not a number. Now it's a number. Jeez. Test.wait. Test.wait doesn't work either. Oh my goodness. Let me see. Do we have swing duration value? Blah, 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 blah. Okay. See, that's why it takes so freaking long for me to make stuff. Because dumb stuff like this happens while I'm working on things. What the heck? Okay, so I can't set it to 0, 0. Hold on, whatever. Let's just do local old grip. Script that parent dot grip up. There you go. Freaking beautiful. Look at this. Isn't that great? It's such a good, like, sword fight. You're freaking joking, bro. Alright, let's see. Put a 0 on there. And a 0 on there. We're going to test each one of these so I know which axis I need to rotate on. Okay, it's not that one. Is it this one? Okay, that's probably what it's actually set to. There we go. Now there's our forward slash there. Okay, now let's make the swing duration shorter. And decrease melee range. Alright. Okay, that works. Now let's see if we can chop through some skeletons with this. Bang! Oh, oh my goodness. Did he die from me, or did I just freaking... Hold on. Okay, no, I did just kill him, okay. It seems, though, that... Let me see. Oh, yeah, because it's only under humanoid. Okay, hold on. Okay, so I do this. Then that should work. And then you'll be able to see how much damage you do to the undead. Jeez. Hey, I still killed him though. Let's freaking fly into him. Hold on, let me spawn another one here. Ouch. It's kind of hard to if you just die instantly. Jeez, okay, hold on. Let me bump this back up to 8. Let me make this 0.2. Huh. Maybe I shouldn't use a raycast for melee weapons. Oh, let's try it again. I love how I can just freaking shoulder bash them by dodging into them and they die. Come on, come on. What a freaking joke. Oh my goodness. Hold on, I got a better idea. Instead of raycast, how about I do blockcast? Let me see. Blockcast. Okay. How do we do blockcast again? So we got C-frame. So what is C-frame, like the position or the angle of it? Freaking handle that C-frame. Let's just put that in there. Okay, so we got size. Let me see. Script that handle that size. Okay. And then direction, we have that on there. Params, raycast params. Okay, let's try this out. Let's do this. Handle that size. Vector3.nil 333. I think that should just be like a giant cube in front of me. Because blockcast, it's essentially like a raycast, but instead of it being like pinpoint, it's like a freaking massive like box that it throws forwards. There we go. Now it should have much better hit detection, I think. So here, let's go get this guy now. Oh, I hit him. I hit him. Alright. Let's increase the size of the hitbox on there. Okay. Ouch. You say I killed him, but at what cost? Okay, let's increase the size of that. Let me freaking go in there. Whatever, that can wait, I guess. If it's just gonna do that. Views, chat rate, concurrent viewers. Oh, come on. Whatever. Freaking stupid. Come on, let me out. If you're gonna do this, let me out. You freaking joking, dude. Yeah, close. Alright, now I'm probably gonna have to wait because I'm just gonna be in a session, apparently. Yeah, it's gonna say I'm active in there, but I'm not because it freaking crashed and I had to use Task Manager to close it. Gotta be kidding me. Oh, wait. Oh, that actually worked pretty quick. Alright, okay. And then that's not so bad then. Let me see. How big is a 5x5 cube? That's a pretty big cube. But, hey, I think that's the amount of raycast that we need here. Actually, no, because it would actually hit the ground. It would hit the ground, actually. So let's make the raycast actually ignore terrain. Let me see. I think I can just add this to this game network space.terrain. Because that's definitely important. I don't want it to hit terrain. Let me see. Rams dot The part coordinates can't create that. No. I have an idea. So how about we make it so, but then it wouldn't, oh, dang it. This sucks. Okay, hold on. Networkspace.players, game.workspace.bots, params.filterType equals enum.raycastFilterType.include. Okay. Table, okay, local index equals table.care. I don't know if this will work. It might work. Filter descendants instances. Oh, no. Wait. Hold on. Because if I could give it this minus the player model, then it would work. Because the problem is here is that I can make it so it whitelists the players folder and the bots folder, so it doesn't hit detect on anything except for players and enemies. But then what would happen is it would include the player that's actually using it, and then that blocks the raycast. So what I have to do is I have to make a table that does not include the player, but includes everything else. Okay, so let's see, local player table equals game.players, get players. No, that's not what I want. Get children. No, not game.players at all. Workspace.players, get children. Okay. So then it would be local, actually no, local index equals table.find player table care. Okay, so then it returns the index, and then table.remove player table index. Okay. And then after that's removed, then we put player table into there. And then that should work. It should ignore everything that isn't, okay, print ray.instance.name. And I should know whether or not this actually works. Because I think part of it is that it's either hitting the ground, and then, because if I make the hitbox too big, it just hits the ground. Okay, so you can't actually attack rigs now. Okay. Let's do skeleton, make myself immortal, just test this. Perfect! That's exactly what I wanted. Because see, now you can only attack undeads and things that are inside of the players folder. Let's see, clone. Let me see, players. Yep, both of them are in here. Yep, I can attack my player model. Beautiful. It freaking works. Okay, so now what I need to do is, oh my goodness. How do I make the sword animation feel more alive? Because it just kind of rotates like the weapon in my hand. It doesn't really doesn't like feel special. It just kind of does that. Like, it doesn't look like I'm actually swinging the sword or anything. Ouchies. They couldn't hit him. Goofy for real. And it looks like meleeing undead doesn't work very well. I will say that. I mean, just not the sword guys, at least. These guys, though, you could kill pretty easily. Just freaking bum rush them with a sword. That works pretty well, don't it? Definitely use dodges a lot while you're sword fighting. Let me see. What the heck? Oh. I guess race perks is broken. I should probably fix that. Player damage modified. Let me see. Starter, player, character, race perks. Yeah, this is actually all the code that I have just for the race perks. It's actually pretty easy. Let me see. If tool find first child configuration. If hold on, let's do. I'm gonna add something to the sword that differentiates it for me. Okay, so we have shift lock. Let me see. Melee. Let me see. And not item find first child melee. There you go. I'll probably do something for this later to like have a race perk that like affects melee weapons. But for now though I won't. Like, I'll probably add a race that's like an orc or something, or like a troll, or like a golem, and I'll give it increased melee damage, but for now, I'm just not gonna do anything with melee, but except add it to the game. So let's make the saber non-collide as well, all that fun jazz. Let's see, custom, massless, 0. Okay. Okay, and then now this shouldn't be broken anymore. Yep, everything works how it should. Melee doesn't get any better than this, man. What if I could make it so that, hold on a second. Let me see, arms, left arm, no, that's not it. It's in here. Because see, I can make it so that, there you go, okay. Ooh. So I could make it, hold on, maybe I could make it actually move the armor around this way. So let's do, scripted parent left grip. Okay, so if, let me see, if left grip, parent dot configuration dot left-handed dot value equals true, then Okay, so then it would be character dot humanoid dot let me see. Hold on, I gotta get the name of the freaking inverse kinematic piece here. That humanoid dot IKL arm. Copy that name there. Dot. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's just freaking open up the thing for it. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Oh, ilarm dot type equals enum. It's probably an enum. That IK control type dot rotation. I think that should work. And then we do else if right-handed IKR arm type. And then at the end of it, just put oh my goodness. Position. I don't know. Something like that might work. Oh, I need to see this physically. Okay, so I mean, that's not bad, but it's too fast. It's like way too fast how it does it. It's not bad, but it's just too quick. Is there a way I could slow it down from here at all? No. Hmm. I mean... Maybe if I do tweak this, though, maybe I can get something that works kinda here. Looks like it's going way too fast. Okay, so it looks like 0.5 is like a decent speed to do this. Okay, so let's do smooth time. Smooth. Let me see. So yeah, smooth time capital T equals 0.05. And then after this, let me put it back at 0.005. And then make sure I change these so it's on the right arms. Okay. Okay, so looks like, let's see here. So we need oh my goodness, where is this? Swing duration. Okay, let's upgrade this. Let's downgrade the speed on it actually, make it slower. Okay, well, this is me looking up in the sky as well. Let's look down, so I kind of look forwards. I mean, you know what? That actually works, because now, like, the whole arm is in it now. Like, the entire arm has a movement, so I guess it works. Okay, let's try killing a skeleton here. Freaking nuts, bro. Yeah, so don't kill the melee skeletons with the saber. That doesn't work. That doesn't work out for you most of the time. Oh my god. Swords are probably going to be used the most in PvP, probably. I can imagine that. Here, I think I should give him just the greater hitbox size or something. This is ridiculous. Jeez. Let me see, and then we got this. I mean, yeah, that works. Okay, so now that we got that, now I need to add a sound for the sword, which that's very easy. I just need to get a sound effect from here. Sword swing. That'll probably give me something good. There you go. There. Very first sound. I bet you that'll work just fine. Let me see. There we go. Okay, and then see volume 0.5 100. Let me see. Swing. There you go. Okay. Let me see. Hit the parent dot handle dot swing play. There we go. Yeah, it is. I'm starting to get this more polished. This sword here is what I plan on doing for melee weapons. I'm probably gonna tweak it in the future though, so that it looks nicer. But for now, this is gonna be what swords are. So yeah, I think probably like a melee class would be good in this game actually, now that I think about it. Because you have shields, so like that could block bullets, and you can use dodges to rush people. And since swords are like, I want melee weapons to be really overpowered, like probably like 2-hit kills or maybe just a 1-hit kill. But you can easily just get away by dodging, obviously. Like, melee builds would be really cool in this game. Because you could imagine, you know, there's like some guys like shooting at you over there. And then like you're like dodging them and stuff. Pull out your shield and you're going then you just freaking stab them. Like, wouldn't that be cool? Just something like that, you know? Or you could have like a gun in one hand and then a sword in the other. And then you could do like, you could like stab a couple guys, shoot other ones, you know, and they could stab some more guys. Oh, and then there's a guy where you can stab him, bro. Like, you can do some really cool stuff probably like that. Do some nice combos. Haha. Dead skeleton wizard. But yeah, I could add, probably other kinds of melee weapons too. Like, since I do have functional ragdolling in the game, I could probably actually add, like a club or like a mace that you could swing around, and it'll actually ragdoll and like launch people away from you. I could imagine that being a thing. And then I'll probably make like knives or like daggers or something. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, freaking greatsword, definitely, dude. Yeah. Yeah, like a very large, like freaking broadsword, or like, or I can't think of like the name of it, but it's like very large flat sword. Like, I can't remember the freaking name of it. Very large flat sword. Probably, yeah, one of these dang things. Yeah, something. Imagine if I added one of those to the game, and you can just, it doesn't even cut stuff, it just freaking slaps things. Just freaking launches people and like other things away from you when they get hit. Yeah. I could definitely add something like that. I could probably do like spears or something as well. So then that could fit into like the primary weapon slot possibly. Let me see. I need to do, let me test out Botany 10. Oh man, look at all these guys running around. Alright, here we go. I'm gonna see if I can slice them up as soon as their shields go away. There we go. Okay, that one's dead. That one's freaking dead. That one's dead. Oh my god. Bruh. This freaking instantly kills them. Get over here. I'm going to kill you. There you go, that one's dead. Yeah, this could be very cool for sure. Bang, 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 bang. Oh yeah, did you guys see I added freaking like a very short pump shotgun as well to the game too? It's very neat looking actually. The character holds it very well. I actually like it a lot. Let me see here. Wait, you got that freaking Charge. Bang. Yeah. And then I also have directional shields in case you guys didn't see it already. Whenever I use this, I kind of feel like I'm Doctor Strange whenever he pulls out like that like sparkly stuff. It's kind of cool. Yeah, you could do some pretty cool stuff here actually. I plan on adding way more cooler stuff. Magnet can reflect mage attack because I could just slap the attacks back to them. Oh yeah. Yeah, I was actually considering making the shield like be able to deflect stuff as well. I was considering that. Because I actually had that idea because like in Wizard West you can like parry spells. And then I was like, wait, what if I make the shield like deflective? That would be kind of cool. I'm not gonna do mobile support because it's very difficult to like make mobile stuff when you aren't really able to test it very well. Like I could use my phone to like test like mobile stuff, but it's a lot slower to do it. And realistically, if you have like a really high quality game with like a lot of stuff running on it, like locally, it's gonna slow down a phone a lot. And I have a lot of stuff in this game, like a lot of stuff running locally. So it's gonna be very harsh on a mobile device. I probably won't do console controls, to be honest with you. So it's gonna be on PC. And especially since I'm very familiar with coding for PC, it's just very easy for me. So that's probably the only compatibility it will have. Like I can't guarantee that though for like forever. Maybe like in like say the game does take off, maybe in a couple years or so I will add mobile support or something like that, you know. Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking on adding like a certain race you could pick that's like probably like a golem or like maybe a ogre or something, and it has less total magic, but it has way higher melee damage and like increased health. So then you could straight up just be like a melee guy. That would be cool. And I also do have armor in the game as well. I could give like depending on like how I want to make stuff work, if you want to be able to like unlock armor in the game or if certain races just get armor when they spawn in. Like when I was originally making this game as like a Terminator game, the kind of like Wasteland-ish, I actually made like a power armor system, like kind of like Fallout. But what I did is I reapplied it so that the Angel character gets an invisible set of armor. So here, let me pick that and then I can show you it. So basically, hold on, there we go. So I have an invisible suit of armor on. I could really realistically make it so that people that want to do melee, they can actually acquire armor that protects them from bullets and such. And actually, what's even cooler is that because the sword, I coded it to use raycast in order to detect melee hits or whatever, is that this armor would actually block melee weapons too. And so would the directional shield. So in all actuality, a melee class could certainly be within view. Because you could be tanky, you could have a freaking overpowered melee weapon, like I don't know. Like as soon as I get like this done, there's gonna be a lot of stuff to do here. There's gonna be a lot of stuff. Let me see. Yeah. What's weird though is if I select anything over here, I can't use my guns for some reason. So I have to reset everything if I click on anything over here. But yeah, I was definitely thinking on doing that for sure. Let's see. Oh wait, I also have a horse in the game as well, if you guys haven't seen it already. I have not finished this yet, but I still need to work on that a little bit more. The horses are not done. Especially if you're wearing like armor, or if you have the shield out, it'll actually cause you to like fall and ragdoll off the horse. So I still need to fix that. But other than that though, the horse running looks good. And turning and stuff is good. I mean, you can shoot off the back of it pretty well, and it works out just fine. And I made it so you could summon a horse using H. I wanted to kind of make this like a magical horse, kind of. So it's kind of like, not really like a horse that you bring around with you. It's just kind of conjured or summoned whenever you need it. So it's like not a real horse, basically. But I want to make it so it actually has like a particle effect or something. Like if I just press H right now, it just puts me on the horse. So I mean, I would rather have it so that it's actually like summoned like through like a portal maybe, or if it's just like a bunch of like cool particle effects and it's just made from thin air. And yeah, this is some part of the map that I have done. I'm probably gonna make most of the map look like this, but I'll have like certain biomes and stuff, so like maybe there'll be like a grassy area, or just like an area that's just mostly rocks too, you know, that sort of thing. I wanted to kind of design the map like when I spent time in Arizona with my grandparents. I was out in the desert riding the dune buggy around, and there was terrain kind of like this out there. I tried to capture it from like memory, but I think I need to add some vegetation like cactus and like these little thorny trees. And I definitely got to add some more, not like structures, but like different kinds of rocks other than just these, you know. I was actually going to add naturally spawning structures out in like parts of the map. Like, I already have a hunting tower made over there at spawn. I plan on actually placing those like around the map. And I actually made like several versions of it that are like more destroyed. But yeah, map design though, definitely something that I work on every day for at least like half an hour-ish. Because I get really bored of just making maps. It's kind of draining, just because you're just running around with like the terrain tool, and you're just clicking everywhere with your mouse. Like, it takes so long, especially when you can't use a height map and you have to do it all manually. Which kind of, yeah, it just takes a long time, so that sucks. Yeah. I was also imagining, like, with melee weapons, doing, like, freaking cavalry stuff. So, like, you could have, like, a saber on, like, the back of the horse, and then just kind of, like, hit people as you're riding past them. That would be kind of cool. Here, let's go over here and see if I can hit one of these guys with my sword as I'm going past them. Oh, man. That guy just freaking killed himself. Me get you. Oh, I hit one. I hit one of them. So freaking stupid. Alright. Ooh, you know what? I should try out the sword against the dogs. Hold on, come over here. What the dog doing? There we go. Yeah, using dodges with the melee weapon is definitely going to be something that people will do. Because the dodges give you iframes from basically everything. Ooh, except for one thing, though. Yep, that's a problem. Let me see if I can fix that real quick. Yeah, so it's like, it is kind of like a cowboy wizard game, but it's not like how Wizard West is, though. Because Wizard West, that's based in like the Harry Potter universe. This one is based, like, if you've ever seen the show Supernatural before, it's kind of like that. So there's basically like angels and demons and stuff. There isn't really like magical spells with like wands and stuff. I plan on making it more focused on like guns and like swords and stuff like that, you know? But with like some it's basically Wizard West, but without the spells and mostly the guns. That's essentially what it's gonna be. But it's gonna be more Western themed than Wizard West is, even though that's the name of it. Like, the whole reason why I'm making this game is because I used to play Ed E's game called Wizard Life for like, I played it for like 5 years. And what he did is he updated it like the first month or two, and then he just disappeared. He disappeared for half a decade, basically. And then he comes back 5 years later to add like a single spell. And then he's literally going to do the same exact thing with Wizard West, probably. Because this game has the same amount of players Wizard Life did. And yeah, he's probably gonna freaking abandon Wizard West eventually, and that just makes me upset because I like Wizard West. But how am I gonna play it though if he's not updating it anymore? So then that's why I was like, yeah, I'm just making my own freaking game, and then I'll update it and I'll play it. I'll just make my own game and play it. That's essentially what I'm trying to do here. Yeah, literally. The only thing that's actually Western in Wizard West is literally the freaking cowboy hat and the hex shot. That's it. There's nothing Western about it. Like, I would want to add, like, Western themed stuff, like duels in this game. I would want to. And have, like, like, what would be really cool is something like kind of like a quick draw that you can do. That'd be kind of sick. Like, if you can, like, quickly unholster your pistol and then just go, like, pa 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 pa, you know, right? Like, freaking Red Dead Redemption. Like, oh, that would be so cool. Freaking Deadeye. You can just trigger it and then it just, like, aimbots everything in front of you. Nah, that'd be too OP for PvP, probably. Yeah, I just wanted like a freaking game that wasn't owned by someone like Ed E. Because what he does is he makes a game and then he doesn't update it anymore. He literally freaking disappears. Draw on 3. Yeah, because I used to play Wild West a lot, but I don't really play it that much anymore because I get kind of upset in PvP in that game. Especially now that you can get bandages a lot and people just heal themselves the whole time, which is even more annoying. But anyways, though, I loved a lot of the gunplay in that game. even though it did get really sweaty, the gunplay was pretty good. It just needed a couple things. Like, it needed the ability to where you could actually, like, evade bullets. And Wizard West has that. But the fact is, though, in Wizard West, everything is spells, and the meta is guns, and guns are just extremely unbalanced. So I was like, well, if I make one that's just based on guns, then you don't have to worry about guns being unbalanced, because all of them are overpowered. And then if I just added stuff that works against the guns, like... So there's basically going to be two kinds of guns in this game. There's going to be ones that are slow and powerful, like freaking shotguns or like a revolver. And then I was also imagining on adding magical, like maybe I do actually add like a wizard wand or a staff. But those could shoot like lasers instead, like a freaking laser beam. And then how those would work is instead of dodging those, you would use your shield, because the laser would be generally weak over time, so you could just use a shield to tank it. So you have a balance there between the usefulness of a directional shield versus the usefulness of dodging. If that makes any sense. Like, I want to make it where it's kind of like Wizard West, where you can unlock different kinds of spells and build a loadout. But instead of it being different spells you buy, it's different guns and weapons that do different things. So essentially, your guns are the spells. Like, you could build a loadout of 2 sawed-off shotguns and dual-wield them if you want to. Or you could build one where you have a sword and then like a wand that shoots a laser out of it. Or you could have one that shoots like bombs out of it. Like, it'll shoot explosions at freaking ragdoll people, including you. Like, I could add all sorts of things to this game that are really cool and just make each weapon unique. That, like, it just kind of does its own thing. And then you can pick different character classes as well. So if you want to be tanky, there's one for that. If you want to do a lot of damage, there's one for that. If you want to have a lot of total magic power, there's also that too. You could also get like increased mana regeneration. I mean, that's with like the human class though. Or you could also do you could like do like a stealth one. You could do one that can go invisible, like stuff like that. You could do one that's geared for melee. There's all kinds of different stuff. There's so many things I can do. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got though for today on stuff I added. There's certainly a lot of cool stuff coming here though. There's a lot of cool stuff coming. This ain't the end of it. Like, we got freaking swords. We got swords that you can swing at people and stuff, melee weapons. We got directional shields that can block bullets, possibly deflect them in the future. We have literal sawed-off shotguns that shoot magic out of them. We have freaking revolvers, bro. We got a short pump shotgun. Freaking... Like, dude. How is this not gonna be a good game when it's done? Like, come on, dude. Like, you can... It's gonna be so cool when it's finished, guys. I promise you. I promise you. This is gonna be a really good game when it's done. But, yeah. That's all I got for today, though. If any of you want to join my Discord server, I'll leave it in the description of this video / live stream / whatever the crap you call it. and spread the news of this upcoming game. You know, invite them to the Discord server. I have a spot where you could actually put game suggestions in there in case you want to see something specific added to the game. I will read them. I'll actually look at them and I'll probably respond to it, whether or not I like it, or I do like it, or whether or not I love it. You know, that sort of deal. But yeah, expect this game to come out mid to late August. And yeah, not too long of a stream today. So peace out, guys.